Hey everyone, I did this look a while ago and I decided that I hated it and I would not be publishing it to YouTube. And then I revisited it today and I realized it's really not bad. So I'm going to show you the swatches of the Danessa Myricks Lightwork 4 and then we're going to do a little look with these. These shadows are really something special, but everybody keeps asking me if I think they're worth the price. And to that question, I just don't know. That would depend on your personal finances, and it would also depend on if you wear colors that are wild like this. If you are somebody who wears color every single day, you're really a makeup enthusiast, you like to try out new things, then I'd say yes, it's worth it because there's nothing really like this. Like, look at those two shades on the end. Those are insane. But if you're somebody who only ever wears neutrals and you already have some kind of colorful palettes that you don't reach for often, then I don't know if that would be worth it for you. I mean, this is not something that I'll be wearing all the time. I've tried to do a couple more wearable looks with it and they still end up looking pretty wild, but I'm a working makeup artist, so I have use for this palette. For me, it was worth it. For you, I just don't know. But like I said before, this palette is special and it does have things that I've never seen before. And these velvet chromes, back to the look, these velvet chromes layer so easily. I tried to do as many shades as possible to get you like a really good look of what the colors look like on the eye. And they're incredible. I would highly recommend that if you have this palette, you do your eyes first and your skin last. With this palette, even if you put powder under the eyes like I did, it will still get messed up. There is so much fallout. It is insane. Your face will be literally filthy. So just a forewarning. Now we're about to go into those chromas in the middle. These are pressed chroma flakes. So if you're familiar with the Danessa Myricks brand, you probably know about the chroma flakes. Every time I use them, people ask me what they are. This is a dehydrated version of what you would usually buy in a pot that is wet. So I find this really interesting that it's able to go on like this. You have to literally push and pull it onto the eye. It has a learning curve, but the product, what you get, is really incredible. So like, there aren't many things with this kind of crocodile effect. Even the ones in the pots aren't exactly the same. They're similar, but not the same. I wish that Danessa would make an entire palette of just pressed chroma flakes. That would make my whole life go around. Now we're going to get into the Aqua Chrome. So these two on the ends there are water activated paints, and these come with a learning curve as well. If you don't add the right water consistency into it, it'll be really thin. And if you use anything that isn't just straight up water, it will not work. I tried with a facial spray. It was like a water-based skincare product, and it did not work. And then I put some water in it and I realized, oh no, it literally has to be water. And you have to add quite a lot of water into the pan to get any sort of pigment. So it took me a lot longer than it seems to get this consistency on that brush. I just had to cut a lot of it out to get down to like a 6-minute video. And now here's just a little cleanup action before I pop on a lash. This is the Ardell Foam Ink 864. This is my favorite style of lash. This is kind of like the only strip lash that I would reach for every single day. I mean, I like to change up my strip lashes a lot, but this is truly a staple for me. Like, I can always count on this one to be like the perfect size. It's not too wild. With this look, I could have definitely done a huge lash, but I just didn't. And now we're going to go into this Melt Blush. This is in Cali Dream, I think. I'll link it below. I really like these. I like a Sunkissed blush. I kind of steer away from pinks that aren't super, super pale. And I just wanted to give my skin a little bit more of a sun-kissed look. And I like to bring it across the nose because I'm going to be doing some freckles. So here come the freckles. I like to do the blush first on the nose because it makes it look like a little bit more real. And then this freckle product is by Freck. It's one of the only freckle products that I've used before, to be honest. Besides this, I've just been using like my own eyebrow powder or eyebrow pencils, but this makes it so easy because when you blend them with your fingers, it ends up re-stamping the freckles all over. So it kind of works like a stamp with your own fingers, and it ends up creating freckles very, very quickly, which I like. I hate doing it individually. Now here's my favorite black eyeliner. This is good for wings, this is good for top, this is good for waterline. It will last until tomorrow if you don't remove it. And then of course a nude lip. I'm sorry I don't change my lips, you guys. Everybody always asks me to change my lips, but I just can't live with myself. I hate the way that it looks if it's not a nude. So this is just what you're gonna get from me. And then I'd like to pop on this CoverGirl 230 cream lipstick on top of that. This is my favorite drugstore lipstick, hands down. It's the only one I really wear from the drugstore. And yeah, we're almost to a finished look. So I want to know if you would buy this palette, if you think it might be worth it, if you think it's just absolute shite. Let me know in the comments below. And I love you guys, and I love reading your comments. You guys are my little angels. Okay, see you next time.